Hello everyone. Today we will discuss Indian economy 1950 to 1990, land reforms in India. In the first chapter, we have discussed there was neither growth nor equity in the agricultural sector during the British rule. At the time of independence, the land tenure system was characterized by jamidars who merely collected rent from the actual tillers of the soil. The low productivity of agricultural sector forced India to import food from USA. We have discussed 70 to 75% population dependent on agriculture. There was a low productivity in the agriculture sector. There was a disguised unemployment. What is disguised unemployment? It refers to a state in which more people are engaged in work than are really needed. There was a high dependence upon rainfall. Subsistence farming. It is practice of growing crops only for one's own use without any surplus for trade. There was a outdated technology and conflicts between tenants and landlords. Then, government had opted policies for the growth of agriculture. Measures undertaken to promote the growth in agricultural sector can be broadly categorized as land reforms and green revolution. Today we will discuss land reforms in India. Land reforms primarily refers to change in ownership of land holdings. Land reform measures have been introduced by various underdeveloped and developing countries. What is the need of land reforms? There was a great need for land reforms in a country like India because majority of its population depends upon agriculture. Land reforms were needed to achieve objective of equity in agriculture. So, abolition of jamidari system. Indian government took many steps to abolish jamidari system and to make tillers the owners of land. The idea behind this step was that ownership of land would give incentives to actual tillers to make improvements. The abolition of jamidari system brought two-handed like tenants into direct contact with the government. The ownership rights granted to tenants gave them the incentives to increase output and the contributed to growth in agriculture. The goal of equity was not fully served by abolition of intermediaries because of the following reasons. Number one, in some areas the former jamidars continued to own large areas of land by making use of some loopholes in the legislation. Number two, in some cases, tenants were evicted. Jamidars claimed to be self-cultivators. Number three, even after getting the ownership of land, the poorest of the agricultural laborers did not benefit from land reforms. Government has taken step land ceiling. Land ceiling refers to fixing the specified limit of land which could be owned by an individual. What is the purpose of land ceiling? To reduce the concentration of land ownership in few hands. The land ceiling legislation was challenged by big landlords. They delayed its implementation. This delayed time was used by them to get the land registered in the name of close relatives, thereby escaping from the legislation. Yes, friends, in some states, land reforms were very successful, like Kerala, West Bengal, because governments of these states were committed to the policy of land reforms. Other states did not have the same level of commitment. Thank you.